Everyone, welcome back to another Monday Motivation. All hustle and no health isn't trending anymore. Okay, this one's a little bit of a different one. If you read our market trends email blog that we do once a week, you'll know that we put a bit of content around this because what can happen sometimes when you're trying to perform, when you're trying to grow a business, if you're a sales manager, a director, someone leading a team, sometimes what can happen is you fall into the trap of just doing more. You're like, oh, we're not hitting our targets. Hey, we've got to do more. We're not hitting the KPAs and KPIs. Like, triple down, like start early, come in at 4 a.m. and leave at midnight. But what all that leads to is a form of burnout. And this is talking from someone that went through physical and mental burnout December last year. It was shocking. I was 15 kilos heavier than I am now. Body fat percentage was around 26%. My sleep patterns were shocking. My diet was terrible. I drank more coffee than I drank water. I did zero exercise, and I fell into the trap of just having to do more, give more, and just was like, I burnt myself out. Like, we filmed 700 videos in 48 hours, and I think that was the thing that sent me over the edge. So if you're watching at Sales Mastery at equipconsulting.online, you probably see me start well and then probably burn out towards the end. It was just too much. I was in the wrong mindset. And sometimes I'm working with organizations and they're going, Steve, we're not hitting target. How do we get there? And I sometimes go on and ask about a couple of things. And I want to share these with you. Number one is sleep. Okay? Are you getting 7 or 8 hours sleep? And are you measuring the quality of it? There's this great app I've been using for nearly an entire year, pretty much since I burnt out, called Sleep Cycle. And Sleep Cycle actually measures your sleep, and you can start to work out, are you working with good quality? Are you getting enough? Are you measuring enough steps? And you can start to work out what your tendencies are. So last night I got 96% sleep quality. So I know I'm having a good day. I got some really good deep sleep, and I can see its correlation. I did enough steps, But sleep is so important. Some people just aren't sleeping enough. And if you're depriving yourself of REM sleep, rapid eye movement sleep, you can start to get yourself into a near psychotic state where the dreams start to outwork in your consciousness. I'm no expert on sleep, but all I know is when you have a good sleep, you can perform way better. That's number one, you're sleeping. Number two is your diet. Now, I'm no saint. Please, don't hear this as me being the person that knows it all. I just know for myself that if I want to perform well, you need to treat this thing like it's an engine, okay? Like if you're driving a car right now, if you don't have good oils, you're not putting good fuel into it, it's not getting maintained, you're not giving it a rest, you're checking its temperature, it's not going to perform, and diet's a big part of that. That's your fuel, okay? And so a big thing that I think some people can fall into the habit of is get really stuck into heaps and heaps and heaps of coffee, and they're dependent on it, heaps and heaps and heaps of sugary drinks to try and keep them going. And they get stuck in this habit, which it doesn't make you feel good, doesn't make you look as good as you probably want, particularly in sales. I see it all the time. So check your diet, maybe try and cut out some sugary drinks. And number three is exercise. And again, I'm no saint, right? Please hear this is just I don't really know how to spell either, but exercise. And just little things can make a big difference. And so I set myself a challenge of doing 100 push-ups every day since the start of this year, and I've successfully done that every day. So in the morning I do 50, have a shower and do another 50 and get ready for the day. Sometimes at night if I'm doing lots of travel. But little things like that can just keep you conscious, because I know if I've done a bit of exercise in the morning, even just 100 push-ups, that makes me conscious of my diet. So I'm not trying to eat all the bad stuff all the time. And then I'm really actively managing on my sleep. And so I think when you do that, you can perform a whole bunch better. You got a lot more energy, a lot more vitality. And the last tip, just because I'm a fan, I don't even know if it actually works, but it works for me. It's a good old alkalizing greens. This one's an old packet. We used to take it at work. Now it's at home, but 21 super greens, fruits and vegetables. I'm not qualified to talk about this stuff. I'm just talking from personal experience here. But alkalizing greens, you just put 1 spoonful into water in your glass every morning and maybe at night. It just gives you the nutrients, because a lot of time we're not eating enough vegetables and fruits and not really getting the nutrients into our body. This makes me perform way better. I don't even care if it's placebo. It just works for me. It might work for you. And so that's kind of how it all fits in. So if you wanted to make a big record end of the year, maybe kick off New Year 2019 with a massive start, massive win, put some emphasis on this thing, because health will help you hustle. Hustle will help you get results. But it's something that we probably should be talking about a whole lot more in the sales world, in the business development world, because I know that it'll help. So anyway, there's a challenge to you. Maybe try and do 100 push-ups, maybe start to get some sleep, measure it, maybe work on your diet, cut out some sugary drinks. Yeah, I look forward to seeing you on the next Monday Motivation very soon.